I'm Joey Arnold, and this is my class log for 2014, August 1st. It's a Friday, and so 8 to 10 p.m. at Mr. Ribs. We had 7 adult students, and you see here, it's 10 p.m. right now. It's Friday. That's the date. I'm Joey Arnold, and here are some of my students. Hi, Gung, Susan, Julie, Beans, Tao, Lee, and her nickname Russa, and also their occupations. And we're talking about some things like how to say colleague or coworker. University is a kind of college, and college is a kind of school. So you say number 1, colleagues. Number 2, colleagues. Colleague, colleagues, colleagues, colleagues. AA, Associative Arts, 2 years generally. AA also stands for American Airlines. AS, Associative of Science, 2 years. BA, Bachelor of Arts, 4 years. BS, Bachelor of Science, 4 years. MA, Bachelor of Arts or Administration, 6 years. I'm not an expert, but something like this. 6 years. PhD, philosophy, doctorate degree, about 8 years to be like a doctor. MBA, Masters of Business Administration, 6 years. Do you want to talk more about this? I asked them that because we were talking about this, and they misunderstood me, and then later they're like, oh, let's go back to the topic. And so the topic was about different idioms. So, for example, break the news. This is idiom, and we're talking about idioms in this adult English class. So, she didn't break the news to her parents that she didn't pass the final test. Why didn't you break the news that you were going out? I didn't break the news to my wife that I was going out. I didn't break the news to my wife about my job. I didn't break the news to my mother that my cat died, since my mother loved her so much. It would hurt her so much. Last month, my wallet was stolen, but I didn't break the news about it yet to my relatives. I didn't tell my relatives about it. I haven't broken the news yet to my relatives that my wallet was stolen last month. Are you ready to move on? Yes. Number 2, cost an arm and a leg, very expensive. A luxury car in Vietnam costs an arm and a leg. Food in 5-star hotels, like the New World Hotel, for example, cost an arm and a leg. When I went shopping in America, I saw many things that cost an arm and a leg. My girlfriend bought a diamond ring that cost an arm and a leg. Studying in the U.S. cost an arm and a leg. This degree cost an arm and a leg. I wish I owned a diamond that cost an arm and a leg. Number 3, a dead-end job. Dead-end job is a boring job that you do not like, and that is not interesting. I realized that my job was a dead-end job. I think that my job is a dead-end job. I hate these dead-end shoes. That's a different idiom. I think work that involves sitting in the same place for a long time is a dead-end job. It's like a dead-end job. She will quit her current job because it is a dead-end job. I think that working in the office is a dead-end job. I don't like to be a cashier because it's a dead-end job. Let's face it, confront, accept difficult realities. Let's face it, someday if I become jobless, let's deal with the situation someday later if I do become unemployed. Let's face it, we become a flop. We can't go back to the drawing board. Or maybe we could. Joey, let's face it, you are no longer handsome or beautiful. Oh wait, guys can't be beautiful, or can they? You're not handsome at all. Let's face it, when bad things happen to you, let's face it, you sing badly and you cannot win Vietnam Idol or American Idol. Let's face it, when you are rich, many beautiful girls will follow you. Creep, scary, spooky, frightening, fear, scared, horrific things from horror films or real life. When one wears a mask, he gives kids the creeps, like Jason from Friday the 13th. When I am watching horror movies, it gives me the creeps. One day, I walked into that house and I saw a shape shadow that gave me the creeps because it was so disgusting. When I came into my house, my little sister, who was hiding behind the door, jumped in front of me and gave me the creeps. I watched a video clip about a person who was auditioning, trying out to become a zombie, which gave me the creeps. Audition, try out, like interview, prepare, practice. When I saw a vampire like Dracula on TV bite a victim, it gave me the creeps. My hobby is telling ghost stories in order to give people the creeps. To go back to the drawing boards, restart, to start a task over again. My friend lost his job, so he has to go back to the drawing board. My friend has to go back to the drawing boards, or board, singular, since he lost his job. When life is difficult, you should stop everything you're doing. Take some time to think about it and go back to the drawing board. I invest many times in order to sell cars, but I flopped. I went belly up, but I won't give up all my dreams. I have to go back to the drawing board. All through, I'm trying to find a path to solve the mathematic problems. I can't seem to do it. I have to go back to the drawing board again. She failed at a racing competition this year, so she has to go back to the drawing board in order to win the prize next year. All through, I'm faced with many trials in my life. I have to continue to go back to the drawing board again and again and never give up. My close friend has just lost a 12-year-long love, and now he is going back to the drawing board in order to find a new girl, like to fish and to, have to go back and make a plan on the drawing board to capture a new girl or to get a new girl to fall in love with them. That was the last one we did, and thank you for watching. I'm Joey Arnold. I teach English in Vietnam. I was born in America in 1985. For more information, please email fyg.ingclub@gmail.com. fyg.engclub@gmail.com.